Before the Fed-induced housing bubble that is now destroying your savings, there was the big tech bubble back in, 99, 2000. And just as there always is, there were dudes figuring out ways to take your money and put it in their pocket, and not always in the right way. But one dude stood out from all the rest. His name, Jonathan Lebed. How you doing, Jonathan? Did I say it right?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All of 15 back in 2000, he became the first miner ever, and I think he's probably still the only miner ever, to settle with the SEC over a financial crime that led to a 60 Minutes interview, Time Magazine covers, and a whole lot of hype. And obviously the hype is continuing, as evidenced on your TV set right now. Jonathan's still recommending stocks on the internet on top of it all. Nowadays, he does it at Lebed.biz. I don't even know about this, man. Lebed.biz. I got to back up. I went to Lebed.biz today. I'm going to just fast forward past 2000. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm looking at the stock that you had recommending to people today. What's the stock symbol?
ETEV?
No, you had SUFH.
SUFH.
An Albuquerque-based company. Not really based in Albuquerque, though. I started calling the company. I called their PR department. They're not even in the place they say. I said, how many people you guys have working for you? Less than 10. I said, well, less than 5. I don't think so, but he didn't even know. Is this a real company? What are you doing touting? And not only that, at the bottom of it, you say you've been paid $40,000 by someone who wanted you to write about this stock this time. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, man?
Nah, I wasn't compensated for that pick at all. There was absolutely no.
But he had compensated you in the past, which means you've been paid to tout stocks from him, and you're probably doing this so that you'll be paid in the future to tout stocks from him. Let's call it what it is. Let's keep it real with our viewers. How about that, man?
That's why I fully disclose everything on the website there. That's why you had a disclaimer there that you read about it. So
why even do it? Why do something wrong and then disclaim I'm doing something wrong? Because that really is. You don't believe in this company. You don't know anything about this company, and yet you're recommending it to thousands of people. You got people watching on TV today, millions of homes right now, and you're saying, yeah, the stock might be okay. You don't know.
Well, it gained 85% after we put it out, and we had so many winners this year.
And all those people who bought it, all those people who listened to you and bought it after it was up 85%, lost their money.
I picked First Solar at 62.20. It went to 283 the other day. I had ASDI at 10.10. It went to about $28 the other day. I had like 8 different winners in the solar industry this year.
All of which
they're all real companies, and so is SUFH.
No, it is not.
We had so many winners in the solar industry. You're trying to tell me that's a fake company?
I am telling you. I'm telling you that you should not be recommending the stock if you haven't even talked to them, if you don't even know what their balance sheet looks like, if you don't know anything about the company. You just know, and I read you what your criteria is. And really what I'm saying is, if you don't believe in the company, if someone is paying you to talk about a stock, why do that? Why not? You can say I'm doing it legally because I'm disclosing it, but as a moral thing, as an ethical thing, why even go down that route? Why even open up to these people?
Small cap companies aren't featured in the Wall Street Journal or Time Magazine or anything like that. They need exposure. And
if we don't
get them exposure, it's hard for them to raise money. It's hard to become
So you're really going to argue to me right now that you're doing good by the world by taking money and touting a stock that you don't believe in?
Yeah, I'm helping get exposure for so many companies. Neuralstem the other day, they're bringing stem cells onto the market and curing paralyzed people. They already did it in rats. CUR is a symbol.
How many of the insiders dumped when you pop the stock 80%?
You're crazy,
whatever
man.
It was?
You're funny. Nobody dumped anything on that, you know. I'm just finding so many good companies. The last 8 picks I had were a speculative rating of 1 on Lebed.biz, my highest level of confidence. The average pick gained 127% from my pick price to the high this year, and that's all verifiable on the website.
Danny, I want to know how many out of those number 8 picks did you actually get paid for? How many did you actually buy or recommend because you believed in it, and how many did you actually get paid under the table? But let's disclose it.
Wasn't paid for any of them. The majority of my picks...
Your number 1 speculatives you don't get paid for, but the number 2, so if I'm a subscriber and I know it's a number 2, then
the ones I'm paid for are through my email alerts, my free newsletter, and we fully disclose everything that I'm compensated. And on the website, my stocks to watch, I'm not compensated at all. I'm the only person that actually profiles companies, and there's no conflict of interest at all. You know,
you had conflict of interest in the one I read. It was obvious that you were trying the $40,000 you've been paid by the guy who wanted you to talk about this stock in the past, and I can tell that you're wanting to get more business from him in the future. Dude, my whole point is, look, if you don't believe in it, why hype it? Don't take outside money. Try and do what's right. Try and buy the stock that you think is really going to go up on its own merits, not hype.
I just have the best track record. And if you go to my site, you can verify everything for yourself. And I fully disclose everything. I mean, that's all I was doing. And I'm just giving them facts.
I will wish you the best of luck, but I got to tell you guys, when you're trading stocks, even if it's legal, just make sure you're being ethical. Thank you so much. We got more happy hour on tap. That's after this.